Hey, I'm Fatima Thomas, Senior National Artist at MAC Cosmetics. This is my friend and model, Chanel, and I'm going to show you on her how I like to approach grooming. Grooming is great for men and women when you want to just lightly dress the skin to look beautiful, but let its natural gorgeousness show through. A product that's an MVP or a most valuable product in my kit is Face and Body Mixing Medium. It's everything I love about face and body foundation without the pigment. When you remove the pigment, you just get all of the gorgeous conditioning and plumping benefits of face and body. So now she's really lit and glowy. I'm also gonna put a little on her shoulders because it's kind of like a moisturizer. And if that wasn't enough glow, I'm gonna go in with strobe cream, which comes in different colors. I've chosen Silver Light and just a little in my hands. Strobe cream can be used on the face and the body because essentially it's an illuminating moisturizer. It's important to think about all of the skin that you have exposed and that there's a consistent beauty and finish from head to toe. I don't know what I'd do without this product. It's an amazing powder foundation that you can control the level of coverage easily depending on what tool you use. If you want a more subtle sheer coverage, use something really soft like this soft 137 brush. If you want to build up the coverage, use a sponge. Now I noticed that Chanel's body has a bit more of a bronze sun-kissed tone, and she's probably been protecting her face, so her face is a bit lighter. I've matched the Studio Fix to her shoulders so I can get a consistent tone throughout. And I love how the glow of the face and body and the strobe cream show through the powder. Let's do a little on the ears too, and a little bit on the eyelids. Like a sheer silk stocking, just very minimal, but you do see a slight effect that kind of homogenizes her skin and gives her one really nice tone. Next thing I want to do for grooming is just look and see where there are things showing through that I want to erase. I'm going to be using a product called Studio Fix 24-Hour Smooth Wear Concealer, and I just may color adjust it with our MAC Pro Airbrush Foundation in Ochre. I've chosen NC35 in this concealer. This is a very richly pigmented product. A little goes a long way. So think of it like you think of hot spice. You don't want to add too much too soon. It's better to go back and have to add more. That's a tone that when I look at it on my hand, I see a harmony in the undertone. Close for me, and we'll get in that inner corner a bit. There's a little tiny bit of redness here just on the chin. Put a little concealer there. Very, very, very thin, transparent layer. When I want a more full coverage, flawless look, I'm going in for more coverage. When I'm grooming, I just may minimize something that's really not that noticeable but may show up on camera. And if it's something that's very noticeable, I'll go in and do some spot coverage. So you can use your fullest, richest coverage just in small, tiny areas. And it's really good to do that with a smaller brush like 219, which I'll show you now. And then go around the edges of it with my finger. If you have darker blemishes or spots that have a grayer or more blue undertone, try to go for a warmer toned concealer because that will neutralize the gray. If you have things on the face that are red, like the little area I covered here, go for things with a cooler, whether that means golden or olive undertone, to minimize those. So Chanel, as we all can see, before I applied anything to her, she has amazing skin. Sometimes our models or clients might have more what I like to call delicate skin, where they may have more discoloration, more blemishes, and more texture. In that case, I think it's really important to make sure that you prep the skin and get it well hydrated and calmed. And you may find that you need to do a more generous layer of your Studio Fix powder to start. So you'd go in with your client or model and you'd use a 219 and or a 252, and you continue to cover any spots of discoloration that you want to make disappear. You want to cover just those spots, not a whole area around those spots. Now there are some things on your client or model that you might have covered that you might want to uncover because it could be a part of their natural beauty and uniqueness. In Chanel's case, it's this beautiful beauty mark. I can go back in with my Studio Fix and a smaller brush this time. This is a 224 crease brush in those areas where I may have given her a little more coverage just to seal and set Now, if you want to go a step further, you can and add some dimension. And I'm going to do so with our contouring palettes. This is the medium dark dark, and really push or play up that natural depth that she has on her beautiful eyelids. And this is the 224 brush. And there you have it, grooming made easy and straightforward. Thank you for joining Chanel and I. I'm Fatima Thomas, Senior National Artist for MAC Cosmetics. Follow me at Fatima Sees, Fatimasees.